I think matters of morals would be solved if the government passed a bill maintaining that politicians, and so when serving in public life, would have to give due course and due diligence to the idea of the law to its fullest extent, including legal definitions and the such. So where they would have to present formal arguments of which those would pertain to legal definitions, and so bills of which they could pass, of which and those being in laws, so that their own standing would not be implicated with the idea of morality, such as say taxation being like stealing. Obviously that's pretty acceptable. We can say that you couldn't vote for one person to gain £1 billion from an individual who would have £1 billion, say, regardless of if a political party passed it as a bill. You know, you wouldn't say that's particularly moral, but as in it's got a moral implication, but we all know it's illegal, right? Like, it's just, so you would have to depict how that would work. And of course, all of its appellates, of which you would state being appellates, you know, a bit of pronunciation sort of thing, being so where you would state that the legal definitions of which so such that being, and so either are or should be, and so go on so forth. And then you would have the entire framework, or be building the framework to have a proper political opinion, a political statement, as the wording would say, political statement, not grounded in opinion. So such being like, well, I think that maybe it'd be a good idea if we gave £1 billion of Connor's money to an individual, where that would be blatant stealing, right? Whereas the current framework states that taxation of which to be done so and spread across multiple people, of course, is somewhat less immoral, whereas that's quite clearly even worse, where that would be done in almost gang affiliation, right? Affiliations. And so it would almost be like organised crime, right? Where you would decide that would be a worser action. So yeah, sorry.